Shalom, it's me, Sudden Sky, and welcome to the final part of Mega Man 2, finally. In E-Tank, at the beginning of a stage, is Mega Man 2 being nice to the player? Ugh. This part has been a long time coming. It takes a lot of time to create one part, at least. It just takes a while to create an LP. Let's just say I pre-recorded all the footage of Mega Man 2. I just didn't find the time to actually record my voice over them. But I have time now, so let's get it done. Watch out for the instant kill spikes. One time I was playing Mega Man 3 and I was falling down a spike pit, much like this one. And as I was going on to the next screen, I was hitting a spike. So then it sort of glitched in a way that I don't know, like, I didn't die, but the explosion sound happened, and the game kept on letting me play, so I got to continue the stage, but the music stopped playing. And then I died later in that stage, and you know, it was just a weird glitch. What has Dr. Wily created? Remember back in Mega Man 1 when Dr. Wily had a bunch of Gutsman statues? Yeah, I don't know what Dr. Wily sees in Gutsman, but yeah, this is going to a new level of creepiness, Dr. Wily. You didn't have to resurrect a robot. You could have just created a new one. But whatever. We'll be seeing more of Dr. Wily's admiration of his own Gutsman in later Mega Man games. See ya, Gutsman. And on to the next stage. Weird little edit there because I decided to take a break, but whatever. But I don't think I didn't think you guys saw that, did you? Was that a ninja edit on my part? That took some real time. Here there are pits, but you can't really see them. Yeah, right there. So you're gonna fall down there, and you know, this is just the game introducing this new idea to the player, which I love in Mega Man games. They introduce an idea that doesn't exactly kill the player, but it makes them think about their surroundings more. And then they introduce spikes into the equation. So what does the player have to do? Well, normally the player would be smart enough to use bubble lead and have that slide on the floor and then fall into the hole in the pit. But, you know, we have item 2, which lets us glide safely across the pits. Metools, they go down in one hit. And here you want to use item 3 to get that E-Tank, but I missed the jump, so I'm gonna have to wait. You can't spawn multiple items, item 2 or item 3 or item 1 all at the same time, which makes you have to wait longer to use them. This part, you want to use Woodman's weapon. Don't switch your item while you're on the ladder, because if you do that, then you'll fall off the ladder. Let me just tell you now. Unless you're holding up when you get out of the pause menu, do not switch your item on the ladder. Or else a good thing I'm telling you now, or else you'd have to learn the hard way like I did. You do not want to learn it the hard way. But luckily there's a checkpoint right before this whole section here. What are my opinions on pre-recorded footage? I think it's a lot easier to create commentaries with. But you know, sometimes you just want to do some live commentary thing because you want a more natural feeling of the player. And I'm thinking of doing a live commentary soon. so be looking out for that. So, you know, use the Woodman shield to destroy these guys, so you don't have to fiddle with your D-pad or analog control stick. What have I been thinking about the recent Mega Man games that have been coming along? Well, there hasn't been many, I should say. But you know, I'm really looking forward to the next Mega Man game. It doesn't have to be 2D, but I'd like it to be. But the last classic Mega Man games, well, if you could even call them classic, were Mega Man 10 and 9. But you know, that's been like, that was ever since those came out 2010, I believe. It's been way too long. Come on, Capcom, let's make another Mega Man. Here you want to use the Crash Bomber. You can't really see my sprite because there are way too many sprites on this screen. You could only destroy these walls with the Crash Bomber, and you could only destroy this boss with the Crash Bomber. This Mega Man 2 is infamous for this boss, though at least the final part of it. Mega Man 2 is a finely crafted game, I should say. But this Mega Man boss makes it very difficult to like this part. But I do it the stupid beginner player's way, which is lose, get some energy, weapon energy, and refight the boss so I can have enough to destroy the boss and destroy the last wall. That is the beginner's way of beating this boss. There is definitely a way to beat this boss without using the method that I did, but I don't know that method. I know, like, there's some walls that you don't have to destroy to defeat the boss. You have to use item 3, which is the one that lets you fly in the sky. But, you know, I don't know that method, so I guess you're stuck with me doing it this way. Oh, the epilepsy. But we finally beat this boss, so we no longer have to worry about the flashing lights. What Mega Man 2 lacked in its graphical style, which it has a lot of, it made up for in flashing lights. Here we have a boss rush. I hope you enjoy the music. What you're about to hear is just something that I just threw in a program and it did all the work for me. So I hope you enjoy. I've always thought Flashman looked a lot like Mega Man. Oh, you're back. In case you were wondering what you just heard, that was Mega Man 2's intro, all dubsteppy and whatnot. And here, I'll redeem myself by showing you how easy it is to defeat Metal Man. It's quite sad, really. He looks so cool too, but and that's the sad legacy of Metal Man. And here we fight the big man himself, the evil genius, the good duck, Sir Wily himself. Here you want to use the Metal Blades. He is weak to the Crash Bomber in both his first form and his second form, but you want to use the Metal Blades because you don't want to waste the Crash Bomber. And jump over the beams that he shoots. You might want to shoot 2 Metal Blades at the same time. Protect your eyes from the flashing lights as well. But I don't think closing your eyes is the best method of destroying such an evil doctor. And what? He escaped. There's a second final stage. Yep. It looks like that skeleton's throwing up a blue line. Ugh. Okay, here you want to hold right. And you get this weird little effect. You appear on the right side of the stage. That whole sequence was sort of pointless, but oh well. You don't want to get hit by the dripping blood. The last time I got hit, I think it took out a third of my health, but don't quote me on that. Ever wonder why Dr. Wily is always riding in a UFO? I've always wondered that. Wait, what? Dr. Wily's really an alien! I knew it! Aliens. It was aliens all along. The background here is the background screen of when you select a boss. Here, this is like one of the only times that Bubble Head is actually useful, because Dr. Wily's weak against the Bubble Head. And he always goes in an infinity pattern. Like, he's actually traveling in an infinite sign pattern. So you just want to you definitely don't want to get hit by his shots. Look how much energy that just took out. I'd rather get hit by the body himself than get hit by those shots. Will I survive? Will I die? Stay tuned. Or find out right now. Just keep jumping. It's really not that hard though. I found the first stage more difficult. He's not really an alien. It was just a hologram this whole time. Okay, Dr. Wily, you can stop. We know it's not. We know. We know you're not an alien. There we go. Now he's bowing on the floor. I'm sorry, Sudden Sky. You're the greatest. We'll let him go. We know that Dr. Wily has learned his lesson this time. Surely he won't do a similar act in any other Mega Man games. And Mega Man walks off in the ending credit screen in the weather. But, you know, Mega Man really is a sad... like, his character is really sad because he's unable to hurt humans. That is what he's programmed to not do. This is his specific action that he cannot do. But he really wants to do this to Dr. Wily. But, you know, it's a really sad story. Really. Well, not sad because Mega Man can't hurt humans, but... whatever, I'm thinking too much in it. Point is, I'll explain more in the next playthrough, if any. Or maybe I could explain now. But here's the ending credit screen. Masanori Satao, you've done great work. The numbering of all the robots. I didn't think I'd have enough time, but, you know, the credits are continuing. But I just love this ending theme. I'm not gonna sync that up. I don't care that much if it's unsynced. But Mega Man wants to hurt Dr. Wily, but he can't, which is why Dr. Wily always gets away. But in Mega Man X, he has the ability to make the decision of hurting humans or not. But he chooses not to. Which is what differentiates the two from each other. And here we have a few familiar names. Yuki-chan's Papa, always doing the great work. HMD, Henshin a Go-Go, baby. AK-47. And And special thanks to all these guys. You, Yamazaki, you will forever be remembered. And up in the beginning, Tom Pom, don't forget, I don't think I forgot about you. But, you know, in a sense, you could think that Mega Man's personality is a lot much more violent than Mega Man X's. Fishman! Thank you for playing. Thank you for letting me play, Capcom. Even though you make a lot of Street Fighter games, which I've really had enough of. Or should I say Street Fighter 2. See you guys next time for my next Let's Play.